All right, today we're going to deconstruct an online promotional review for a supplement called CogniClear. We're going to break down exactly what this source material claims it is, what's supposedly in it, and of course, what it promises to do for you.
And really, this is the big question, isn't it? It's at the heart of all these kinds of products. I mean, you see ads for cognitive enhancers everywhere, and they're all tapping into that feeling we've all had, that desire for a sharper, clearer mind. So just to be clear, what we're doing here is simply analyzing the information from one specific online review. We're just looking at the claims, the ingredients, and the deal they're offering, exactly as it's all laid out in that article.
Okay, so let's dive right in with the core promise. What is this supplement actually supposed to be?
Well, according to the review we're looking at, CogniClear is framed as a natural supplement. The whole idea is to enhance mental clarity, focus, and memory. And it seems to be specifically aimed at folks who might be feeling that cognitive slip, whether it's from aging, stress, or just a hectic lifestyle.
All right, so that leads to the crucial question. What do they claim is actually in this stuff? Let's decode the ingredients that are supposedly behind all these big claims.
So, this article we're dissecting, it breaks down a blend of what it calls natural ingredients. And it really shines a spotlight on a few key players that are supposed to be central to the whole formula.
First up, we've got a pretty well-known one, Ginkgo Biloba. The review claims its job is to improve blood flow to the brain, which, it says, is a huge factor for boosting your cognitive function and helping you recall things.
Next on the list is something called Bacopa Monnieri. The source mentions its history in Ayurvedic medicine and says it works by supporting your neurotransmitters. You know, the little chemical messengers in our brain, and that's supposed to help with memory retention.
And then there's MCT Oil Powder. The article describes this as a type of fat that gets absorbed super fast. It's supposed to be like a quick shot of energy right to the brain, and that's linked to better mental clarity and focus.
But the list doesn't stop there. The source also throws in other ingredients, like clove powder for antioxidant support and inulin powder, which is a prebiotic fiber to help with that whole gut-brain connection. So it seems like they're presenting a formula that's trying to tackle the issue from a few different angles.
Okay, so we've seen the ingredients. Now let's get to the good part. What does the review claim they actually do? The article breaks it all down into 7 key benefits.
That's right, 7. 7 distinct benefits that this article claims you can get for your cognitive health. So let's run through them. And these claims really cover a lot of ground. We're talking about improved mental clarity, to cut through that brain fog, and enhanced memory retention. Then you've got increased focus and concentration for your daily tasks. But the review also points to these bigger, broader benefits, like supporting your long-term cognitive vitality, helping with mood stability, boosting your brain's energy to fight off fatigue, and even supporting healthy aging.
All right, now a really key part of this review is how it uses testimonials. So let's take a look at the social proof they present in the article.
Right off the bat, the article hits you with a really high score, 4.91 out of 5 stars. And it says this is based on over 2,000 reviews. That's a pretty powerful number, meant to show that a lot of people are happy with it.
And then there's this quote that the review highlights, and it packs a real emotional punch. This testimonial from a Margaret S. isn't just about better memory. It directly connects the product to those really deep fears about getting older and, forgetting the people you love.
Now, to be fair, the review we're looking at does include a section on the downsides, right alongside all the glowing praise. So on one side, you have these really powerful statements like, regain my mental sharpness, and eliminate those fears for good. But on the other side, it does mention that some people say it takes a while to see results, and others aren't thrilled that you can only buy it online.
Okay, this brings us to the final, and let's be honest, pretty practical part of the review. How much does it cost, and what do you actually get for your money?
So, the pricing, just as it's laid out in the article, is tiered. It's pretty simple. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets per bottle. So if you get 2 bottles, it's $69 a pop, plus shipping. But if you go for the 6-bottle package, that price drops all the way down to $49 per bottle, and you get free shipping.
The review also makes a point to highlight a couple of free bonuses, 2 ebooks you get with certain purchases. One's a diet guide, and the other is a guide for caregivers, which kind of circles back to that earlier theme of helping loved ones who are facing cognitive issues.
But this next number is probably the biggest attention grabber in the whole offer. The source really emphasizes a 365-day money-back guarantee, a full year, a whole year to try the product, which they frame as a huge sign of confidence from the company.
And really, that's where this promotional review leaves you. It lays out the problem, that feeling of brain fog. It presents a solution with all these ingredients and benefits. It backs it all up with testimonials, and then it tries to remove any financial risk with that year-long guarantee. So the final question it poses is really meant for you, to make you weigh all of that information and ask yourself, what's the value of mental clarity to you?